we are live. As according to this, it's not saying that I have anybody on right now, but I'm sure if we give it a minute.
We're all by ourselves.
Well, it's all right. Mm, um, yeah, I'm sure they'll be here in a minute. Now that's interesting. I'm getting. Oh, okay, that's what it's reflecting off of. Some like light from one of my lights here was reflecting on something. I think it was this. Because yeah, that's kind of fun. There you guys are. Hey, hey,
Go, bitches.
howdy. Hey, Seta. Yeah. Well, howdy, guys. Yeah. Unfortunately, the camera setting, I had a good thing going. It was nice and zoomed in tight for a while, and then a setting changed, and I still haven't figured out how to get it back yet. So I'll just have to mess with it later. But what's really cool is I was waiting until tonight to show off my new statue of Horus, which
And now the camera glitches.
yeah. No, well, you can't. Yeah, I can't see him quite as close up, but.
So you can't fiddle with it while you're actually filming?
Well, I mean, it's there, but we've kind of installed him in his place, but I can just,
Yeah, but you guys have no idea how beautiful he is until you see him.
I'll tell you what, you guys, I can just, like, move this camera, so, there he is. Yeah. Yeah. And, well, see, what's really cool about this one is, it was originally just plain black. Just one of those polystone or whatever they call them, statues. I bought it at the exhibit, and I said, well, you know what? I've got paints. I can make this awesome. And so I spent an evening messing with paints, and I had my earbuds in, and you were playing Gundam, and many matches later, it came out looking really nice. So. It's funny. That's what I when I'm hanging out in the evenings. That's what I have as a background now is complaining about teammates and we're getting our asses kicked and no crates stuff like that. So yeah. Aaron, it's okay. And now he's fake crying over the game. I guess we'll have to ask Horus the child to help you get better luck with your game or something. But anyway. And Imagination Bound says, I'm so excited. Got a brand new altar set up and I'm loving it. Share pics in the Discord later. Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like Imagination Unbound.
Yeah. But yeah, so yay. Yes. And I hope everyone's been having at least a decent week, and if not, then hopefully it's about to get better. So
that's what I was okay until early this morning. I got sick. And I don't know why. I've been having bad, gas and then
anyway. So not a communicable thing, and we don't need to wait for results on a COVID test, do we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Although I should do my at-home test.
Could be pregnancy.
She's my age, Darren.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, anyway, neither here nor there.
It's time to focus on what we came here for.
Yes, thank you.
See, I just provided a segue. It's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Gary, you completely you don't just derail trains of thought. Sometimes you just destroy them. But we have something for that.
Yeah, it's called cold water.
Remind you?
I just know what's coming.
And for now, for everyone's favorite part. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, O Messenger. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, purity is within our hearts, and we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. Come on, it wasn't that cold.
Says you.
Every time. Hey, I could have put them in the terracotta vase, then they would have been even cooler. Because I had some water in the terracotta vase, earlier today, and it was noticeably cooler.
Yes, they knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those things are really awesome. Sometimes I'll actually use one to crash cool a canned soft drink. If I need to get it colder, I just put some ice in the bottom, put the soda can in the terracotta jar, and then put more ice on top of that and fill it with water. Wait for a few minutes. And yeah, after about like 5-10 minutes, boom, you've got it. It's cold like it's been in the refrigerator for several hours. So, nifty little trick, especially with summer coming on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I thought about setting up a vase of cool water here, and doing like the little floral band on it, but I didn't want to have it somewhere in the way and like knock it over, and figured I'd keep things accident free. So. Okay. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. And Darren, I may ask you to turn the fan down, because I'm noticing, wait a minute, it's trying to blow it out. So that's why I've got my hands cupped around it right now to shield the flame. So.
I will save you.
This eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Much better. This eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who's in. Now, yes, including you, Darren. Now, and everyone who will be watching us in instant replay. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
You arise in the Aket as Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Horus, Lord of Edfu, and Hathor, mistress of Dindara, and all of you Nuchud, you lords of love and lords of life. May you grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us, and your strength being within us. Take these, the cool waters which are the inundation. They may cool your hearts. These waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yamachiru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Give you incense, great purity. Its fragrance is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. There we go. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yanichiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Including a few blueberries from the backyard. It takes a great deal of restraint to pick them and not just eat them on the spot. The gardeners prosper, and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Horus, O Hathor. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open for you with libations within this house. May your faces be refreshed with these libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horakete within his house. Pure, pure is Horus, Lord of Edfu, within his house, and Hathor, mistress of Dindara, within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Horus, for Hathor, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Horus. Come to your body, O Hathor. Come to your bodies, O Unichiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Horus, before Hathor. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osu Nisu Nekepru Ra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. Now, what's interesting is in the historical festival of the beautiful reunion, of course, Hathor would travel down. Well, actually, technically it's upstream because she's going south, but it's against the flow of the river. But she would travel upstream to Horus's temple, and part of what they did was kind of like a harvest festival. And so they would do things to honor their divine ancestors, and there were some rites that were done over the course of several days that were as much associated with, honoring the dead and, things like that as there was, the joyful and, romantic part, because this is, a visit between, two divine spouses. But, it had kind of a multi-layered character. And so keeping that in mind as we honor our blessed dead, and I need to give them a fresh candle too. So. From the table of the gods, let's see if I can find it with this one. Maybe. Yay. From the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. Oh, and I hate there's stickers at the bottom. There we go. And light this candle that it may be the eye of Horus, and light their way in Duat. And we bring them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Orkeru ta henkets kakao abdu senachumha kutnebet nofret wabet alket nacharim in kawen akupunibu ma kerunibu hirnachra. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all true of voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law eternally. Is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, such as the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, such as the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, such as the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, such as the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, such as the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such as the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, such as the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And darn it, your conversation earlier involving Shock the Monkey just came back to mind, and I'm like, I hate non sequitur thoughts like that, and it's all your fault. As I turned to Darren, you're faking a bewildered look. But,
oh, no.
You're not faking.
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, the context is talking about promoting the public good, and we were talking about the new thing with the monkeypox and all that, and I'm like, yeah. But that's a whole other thing.
Yes. So let us not monkey around.
Although it was really funny to show the video. If you've ever seen the music video for Shock the Monkey, we finally showed it to
the original music video for Shock the Monkey.
Is there another one?
Oh yes. It's not a fan edit. There's a remake of the song with some other guy and Ozzy Osbourne. It's not bad, but
that.
The music video is kind of weird, but
yeah, okay. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. But you know what? The original '80s music video is better. But poor Morgan did not understand it. We queued this up for him, and he's like, "What the hell am I watching?"
I love confusing young kids.
Well, in his case, and I started to explain it. I was like, well, this is all metaphorical. I was like, I don't care. I don't understand it. And then he tries to show us videos from things like Coheed and Cambria, which I had to see the name in print before I understood it, because the way he mumbles it, it all sounded like one word. And then I'm like, okay. I guess it's a generational thing. But sarcastic. Are you on the quarter system?
No way.
No. Most universities are on a semester system, but those of us that have been on the quarter system, it's like we don't mess around.
Yes, those of us on the quarter system learn in 10 weeks what the rest of you slackers learn in 18. Thanks very much.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just scrolling back real quick before we start, our prayers, Yes, it's sarcasm. Quarter's coming to a close, and so now I've got anxiety. Oh, well. understand.
It should just be a quarter anxiety, right?
Uh,
Which is a quarter less than you normally have.
I've been through, the end of a quarter and having to move out of a dorm room and all that other stuff. And, 25 years later, I still, sit back and I think about that sometimes. So, yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. Yeah. And Veronica is celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Going out for hibachi and sushi. Awesome.
Yay.
And Stormy Johnston, nice to make it to a stream. Decided to stay awake tonight. Well,
Thank
glad
you.
you're here. Yeah. Sure. Okay, Kai said that as a prayer request for your grandmother and aunt. Nice. Kai Sobek is okay. I guess somebody that you're interested in at work and want to know if you can get some clarity on the situation. And Stormy, you're asking, this page is connected to the Kemetic Reform Facebook group. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And all right. Since you sent a message, I see. Is it under? Would it be under Stormy Justin? Because I'll look for that. So I can put you in there because I get lots of requests from all over, and I kind of have to, vet a few now and then. And that's true. Things that happen when you become a pagan, you slowly turn into an incense snob. We have fall, spring, and optional summer quarter. Doing summer quarter too, but taking classes from home. You know what? My memories of summer quarter.
Woohoo, boy.
Yeah. We Well, no, really. Okay. 25 years ago, this summer, as a matter of fact. I went to summer classes. So I would be out of the house, away from my parents, in school, and we played hooky for a weekend and flew all the way up to Rochester, New York for BotCon, the Transformers convention, because that's where it was that year. And that was the first year that they had Peter Cullen as a guest there. So, we were some of the first fans that got to meet him at a convention. And that was really cool. It's a fun thing you do when you're playing hooky from summer school. So
that's when she decided she loved me.
Actually, no, we'd been going together for a year at that point.
But, I know that.
But hey.
But that's when I got plans as a keeper, I think.
That's a long story, but
a good one. And it's an ongoing story too.
Yeah. So
yay.
So speaking of ongoing relationships, I'm going to read a few things for Horus and for Hathor, and then we will read our prayer requests. Because of course there are lots of them that people have had for either hoping to find some success in relationships and finding that special someone, or sometimes getting over the pain of past breakups.
Yeah.
And all of those things are valid, and so we want to bring all of those hopes and fears and everything else before Horus and Hathor and ask for their blessing and their guidance. So actually I have a lot of really lovely prayers that I saved for this time of year, because folks who have been in the Facebook group in the past have contributed a few things, and they're very lovely and worth repeating. So this first one is a prayer to Hathor, it's the goddess of love. He was going by Romeo Saunders at that point, and this is just a wonderful prayer. Hear my prayer, great mother of love. she who watches from the heavens above. Kiss me so I may speak as you, so I may spread love as you do. Touch my eyes to see the light that lives in all and burns so bright. Hold my hand so that I'll hold all, to catch the beaten before they fall. Hear me, Hathor, the mother above. Help me spread your message of love. And this prayer is from Martin Nezhovsky. Du Hathor mit impet, Lady of the West, most gorgeous one. There is no goddess before you, mother of all, necherited love. Come forth, Mistress Hathor. Come forth, cow of gold, O beautiful one, mother of peace and bringer of happiness. May you offer me love and protection, Lady of Ma'at, queen of all forms of love. Inesh Hathor. And this one is mine. Hail, O golden lady, beloved daughter of Ra, mistress of dancing and joy. You shine upon all peoples. Protect us from all evil. Bless us that we may prosper. And so that Horus isn't going, hey, what am I, chopped liver? Enashkak Horu. Neshitefer Osir. Yinmitef Aset. Hail unto you, Horus, defender of your father Osiris and support of your mother Isis. You are the champion of Ra, who destroys his wicked foes. Lofty one, falcon of the horizon, shining like gold in the dawn. You establish Ma'at in her place. You rule the living on earth as your father rules those in Duat. And actually, one of the things that we would do is we announce Horus as Lord of the Four Directions, which are embodied by his four sons. So, beginning with the East. Hail, Du Amitef, Lord of the East. Horus is crowned, Lord of Nekhen. And next, the West. Hail, Kebeh-Senuef, Lord of the West. Horus is crowned, Lord of Upper Egypt. Hail, Hapi, Lord of the North. Horus is crowned, Lord of Pe. Hail, Imseti, Lord of the South. Horus is crowned, Lord of Lower Egypt. So, of course, you have Upper and Lower Egypt, but Nekhen and Pe, those were the two cities that were associated with the goddesses Nekebet and Wajit. So you had also kind of a mirror of Upper and Lower Egypt of the two lands. So this is acknowledging the totality of Horus's kingship. Okay, and of course, any other prayer requests? I noticed people were talking about, anxiety about getting through that quarter, through the end of the quarter, and we ask Horus, lend us your courage as we try to get through transitions, try to overcome anxiety, try to find that. This is referring to something Darren said. Anxiety ends with a question. Reality ends with a period. So help us to find that period to answer the question mark.
Right.
Yeah. It's sarcastic saying, I'd play hooky on summer school, but I'd probably yeet off into the woods. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, and asked the guys to protect Roberto. He wasn't at work the last 2 days, and I'm scared he might have the virus. Yeah. And so a question: who would you pray to for a smooth passing from life to death? Well, you know what? Hathor can do that too, because one of her aspects is as Lady of the West, and when we had the feast of the Valley, that was honoring her in that capacity, and that was just a few weeks ago. And so, it makes sense because she's a goddess of love, and we miss people on the other side because we love them. And so she helps to bridge that gap and to keep that connection going. And speaking of taking care of those we love, you got an itch right there, and that breaks. Does that help?
I hope so.
Oh, hey, you know what? I'm gonna borrow one of these. See if that helps. Nothing like having an itch in something like a brace where you got to be able to reach down past the plastic and scratch that. Did that help?
It does.
Awesome.
I'm just wondering why that happened.
It just does. Yeah. It's like, if those of you who've ever worn a cast, I haven't, but
oh my God, I'm just so glad I'm in a brace and not a cast. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, gave it to Goodwill.
Yeah. And you know what? Continuing our prayers for love, for health. Because a lot of us have been dealing with health issues lately, and trying to get to feeling better, and anxiety too. And I've been reflecting on that a lot, and I think again, whatever gods you work with most often, those are the ones you should talk to first when you're when you're trying to deal with that. And it's funny, sometimes they'll tell you things like, "Hey, you don't have to get it all done in one day. Remind yourself, this is not the last time you're ever going to have, if there's something good going on, or something bad's going on, it's not going to last forever." That's sometimes we need little reminders of that, and I think that helps. But I do have fortune cookies. I know somebody had asked for one. If you know how to do the little
fortune cookie emoji?
Yeah, the little emoji. Do that. If not, I'll try and scan for it.
You want to do a group one first?
Sure.
No, Robert. No, we're not doing anything you said.
Okay, Mary Ross says, can I submit some of my prayers? I have some for Ra, and I can sing a few you'd like to. You know what? That is awesome.
Yes, please do.
And Mary Ross, if you're in the Facebook group, I think you are, then yeah, go ahead and submit that, and I'll save those and oh goodness, and if not, if you're on the Discord, just I've got to get the app on my other phone so I can catch up on messages and stuff, and also and Stormy says, I'm dealing with a terminal illness, so that's why I'm asking. Oh wow.
Stormy, is it for you?
I think so. So wow.
Stormy, I want to talk to you on a video chat in some way.
Yeah, and I'll look for your application and your request on the Facebook group and get you in so that we can get a hold of you.
Because there are things I need to tell you that I've never gotten to tell anybody.
Okay. All right, and Alejandro did ask a prayer for Hathor and Hunter that if it is for good, may I find love soon. Absolutely. Now, Sarana is saying my sister-in-law got engaged today. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. And that's awesome. Mary Ross says, I did this group meditation at the local pagan shop. And Hathor showed me so many of her different aspects as mother, lover, warrior, daughter, eye of Ra, enchantress, sexual, protector, and bringer of joy. And that is awesome. And that's definitely her. Steph, may I have a prayer to ease my self-esteem? I've had a tough past couple of weeks. My self-confidence and happiness has plummeted. Okay, well, definitely. And he says, yes, it's me. We have no timeline and so on. So I'll be around for a bit still, I suspect.
There's still things I need to tell you that you need to know.
Okay, so we're going to work to get in touch with you. Let's check. I'm sure Discord, you can lock the chat room if you want. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to work on that for you. But I'm seeing some cookie icons, so I'm going to start with that. And I know somebody earlier had asked for one, and I didn't see the cookie emoji. But okay, yeah, creature of legend. Okay, so all right. Yeah, okay, I saw you got that. And cool. By request, we'll start with one for everybody. And of course, the good news with that is if there's someone who's catching us later, this will be one for you too. And it just jumped out with hardly any effort at all. And it says, everyone has a photographic memory. Some just don't have film.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's amusing.
Oh, shit.
What did it say again?
It says, everyone has a photographic memory. Some just don't have film.
Robert doesn't have film.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to think of this in a little bit more of a metaphorical sense. And well, everyone has potential. It's just sometimes you don't have the right tools.
Well, you have to choose to load the camera. Is what they're saying here,
Yeah.
Life is not a spectator sport,
Play ball.
regardless of what stage.
So yeah, just remember to load the film in your camera. But yeah, so I think somebody had a little sense of humor with that one. So okay. So I see Imagination Bound, then Blue Conlon.
Hey, Imagination Bound, I want you to imagine what they tell you.
Imagination Bound, don't take life too seriously. Laugh and smile at it once in a while. Especially in conjunction with the first one that we got.
Yeah.
I think they're telling everyone to have a laugh, have some fun. Yeah. Don't take life too seriously. Laugh and smile at it once in a while.
In the words of the great poet Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and smell the roses every now and then, you could miss it.
Yep. And now for Blue Conlon. Blue Conlon, comfort zones are most often expanded through discomfort.
And it's deep, too.
I will read it one more time. Comfort zones are most often expanded through discomfort. Let's see, you've been warned. But no, it may seem frustrating at first, but you'll be better for it in the end. Okay, sarcastic, and then creature of legend. Sarcastic. You got 2.
No way.
Everybody gets a turn.
If the first one is just kidding, I'm going to laugh.
Ah! Well, I was just thinking, sarcastic here. You're working on getting through spring quarter. We understand how that is. And your first fortune says, depend on the predictability and steadiness of life to support you. Yes, as you're going through the end of the quarter, I guess there will be another quarter, I guess.
But you know what they're telling you?
Oh.
You know how this goes. Stop panicking.
Okay.
You've been through these before. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And there's the second one. Everybody feels lucky for having you as a friend. Interesting. Okay, so putting the 2 together. Depend on the predictability and steadiness of life to support you. Everybody feels lucky for having you as a friend.
So don't forget.
Yeah,
reach out to your friends for a little help every now and then.
Yeah, you've got friends out there. Talk to them.
Yeah.
They'll
get by with a little help from your friends, man. It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think looking back, at least in my experience, the things that really made school tough, the things that made it the toughest actually had nothing to do with school. It was all the stuff that was going on in just life at the same time. So, yeah. I think it helps sometimes to keep that in mind, because, it all can build up. But just, reach out to your friends. So that was sarcastic. Wait, did I just... Yeah, sarcastic. Okay, now creature of legend, and then science of deduction 6. The first creature of legend. The creature, the myth, the legend.
The bald ass bear.
Oh.
What if that's the creature of legend, the bald ass bear?
That's a movie reference that some people won't get. But anyway, creature of legend. Do not spend the money that you don't have.
Oh shit! Stay on budget. No fun for you.
Not yet. Wait. Don't spend the money that you don't have. If you were thinking about something, the answer is no. Not right now.
Wait. Yep.
Yes.
The gods answer all prayers. Unfortunately, sometimes the answer is wait.
So do not spend the money that you don't have.
No credit, no loan sharking, no payday loans, none of that stuff.
Well, if you're shopping on Amazon for something, hold off.
No.
Put it to your wish list.
That's right. No. I noticed you can't ever put money on your Amazon wish list. Is that a wish for somebody?
All right. Science of deduction.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Once you've pulled his, don't open it yet.
There's
I've got a few questions first.
for science of deduction.
Yes.
Okay.
For one, I want you to think about what's been troubling you. Then, I want you to think about the factors affecting that. And then I want you to deduct the answer.
Or we can just
And that should be his fortune cookie.
there. Fortune cookie.
Yeah, there.
Okay. Well, it says, before you roar, please take a deep breath.
Oh, dude, you better pause before that mouth opens.
Before you roar, please take a deep breath.
Wow. Someone goes off quick, don't they?
Well, you know,
Answer the question,
it
yes or
happens to
no.
the best of us. But yes, before you roar, take a deep breath.
Deduction, answer the question, yes or no.
Yeah, I have to scroll down here. Okay, Kai Sobek is next, and then Steph P.
Sharon, do I need to get you a spray bottle for him?
That's okay. There's still water in the jar.
Shannon,
Okay.
Shannon, don't make me get up.
Yeah, and of course, for those of you that are tuning in and are not familiar with this, the context of that statement is he's sitting in a wheelchair, and he just said, "Don't make me get up." So, yeah. Okay, so Kai Sobek and then Steph. Sorry, Kai. Kai Sobek, and we, as always, extend prayers for long life for his beloved grandmother, Bonnie, I think you said her name was, and your aunt. May Horus and Hathor watch over them. Oh my. Kai Sobek, it says, don't pass up a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
That's correct.
Hmm. So yeah, I think you were asking for some clarity on something. It says, don't pass up a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
Make sure monkeypox is not involved.
Or COVID or whatever. Well, you know, we're extending prayers because someone that they're interested in at work is sick, and we're hoping that it's not COVID or something like that. So, you know, again, continued prayers for good health for them and for everyone, because, and I know someone else mentioned fibromyalgia, and that's been acting up. So all of those are on the table.
Right.
And Steph P asked for a divination on that. Steph, don't behave with cold manners. That's what it said. Don't behave with cold manners. So be warm. Don't be aloof, because you never know. And the sense I'm getting is you never know who's out there that you don't want to put off, because they could be, you know, helpful for you in the future. So don't behave with cold manners. And wow, it's like something's telling me, you know, the I know that's frustrating. I know it's hard to do, but just put forth a little bit, you know, more effort and to just not being surly. And again, if this makes sense, then that's just what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So Alejandro, and then Oracle. You had to go. Okay, there you go. Because at first I saw a different cookie. I'm like, oh, you're being different. And I see Sean. You asking for 2 divinations. Okay, let's see. Start with Alejandro and Oracle. Well, that's interesting. Alejandro, you got 2 of them. Oh. Alejandro, here's your first one. Beware the fury of a patient man. Now the second one. Enjoy the small things you find on your path. Wow, what an interesting combination here. Beware the fury of a patient man, but enjoy the small things you find on your path.
In other words, take a minute to enjoy the small things. And all of those people that have been politely waiting for you to do things, stop putting shit off. You're about to lose some very good people who have given you a lot of time and a lot of patience. Get on it.
There you go. So I guess it's more the other way. Enjoy the small things you find on your path, but beware the fury of a patient man. Don't wear people's patience
Right.
thin.
And all that means is people are needing to see you do what it takes to succeed because they love you and they have been over backwards for you. It's time. And by delivering for them, all you need to do is deliver for you. Very simple.
Yeah.
Not easy, but it is simple.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Oracle and tell you what, I see Oracle and Serana and Sean, then we'll get to the 2 for you. But let me get Oracle. Wow.
Oh, they want to know which one is his.
Wait, what?
They said he should know which one is his. Or
which one is his, huh?
They said he should know which one is his, Oracle.
What? Shouldn't it be both of them?
Maybe.
Okay, let's start with this one. They've got a sense of humor tonight, definitely. Okay. Oracle, everything is perfect in the universe, even your desire to improve it. Now here's the second one. Care and attention to the key relationships in your life will pay off. And that seems to be a running theme. But yes, putting it together. Everything is perfect in the universe, even your desire to improve it. Care and attention to the key relationships in your life will pay off. That seems to me like, there's a lot of good things going on. Just pay attention to the people that are important in your life, because that's going to bring you some benefit.
Yeah, you might want to let the world take care of itself and focus on taking care of what's important to you.
The people who are closest to you, the people that you
That's it.
love.
Yeah.
And then Sarana, and then we'll like I said, Sean, I'm saving yours for last because you had 2 divinations, so want to try and get those separate. But Sarana, here we go. Sarana says, enjoy the small things you find on your path. I guess that Ferris Bueller thing about, stopping to smell the roses.
Yeah.
Enjoy the small things that you find on your path. Okay. And now I'm going to have to scroll down, but I was just trying to make sure that I didn't miss, cookies. So the last one that we had was for 2 from Sean. So I guess for one for yourself and one for somebody. But we'll start with the first one. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm going to put some of them over here. And we will be munching on fortune cookies later this evening.
Forever.
All right, your first one, Sean, says, curiosity kills boredom. Nothing can kill curiosity. So that's the first one. Now you asked for a second one. I'll scroll down here. Okay, Veronica, you've got 1, 2. Let's see. Okay. It's sarcastic as mentioning a spray bottle of pure waters, for ritual purposes. Yeah.
Sharon,
Yeah.
if you receive such things, it is not to be used.
Okay. Alrighty, and okay. So yeah, we're doing another one for Sean and then for Veronica. I just had to scroll, see if I could kind of catch up with comments, but all right. Sean, here's the second one. And it says, don't get so caught up in the daily grind that you never find any time to enjoy yourself.
Well, that's a message for everybody, man.
Yeah, but if it's for somebody else that you're asking for, or so, which is interesting because I see two of them, and I'm wondering, is this for significant other or something? Because I see curiosity kills boredom. Nothing can kill curiosity. And then the second one, don't get so caught up in the daily grind that you never find any time to enjoy yourself. But there you go. And now for Veronica. Last but certainly not least. Here you go. Okay, Veronica, begin nothing until you have considered how it is to be finished. Begin nothing until you have considered how it is to be finished. So don't get started till you know how it's going to end, whatever it is. If you're thinking about something, think about how it's going to go. Okay, let's go. Let's get your note. I was just thinking somebody suggesting, a spray bottle of pure water. And, you're like, if that shows up, you're not to use it. I need to figure out if there are ways to repair dried seals in a super soaker.
If that shows up,
not here.
You are not to use it.
Dude, now look. I'm talking about mild super. I have a super soaker that is 25 years old, and the seals in those things can dry rot.
I know how
I know how
to replace those.
Yeah, well, because I'd love to get it fixed because this was one of those super soakers that could hold up to a gallon of water.
I remember exactly which one that is.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm just sharing this because, this would have been something, from about 1997, 98.
Unless my memory fails me, I helped you buy it.
I don't know about that.
Either that or you came home from break with one. I mean.
Yeah, well,
excuse me.
If you have to, maybe you could engineer one.
Well, no. There's nothing like a super soaker. And this particular thing.
I can take care of this.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, because I have kind of part of the reason why I got that super soaker is because I was like, oh my god, this looks like it could be a transformer weapon or something, like just kind of draw it up and all that. But the fact that it could hold a gallon of water, you sat there and you pumped it up, and the opening on this thing where you'd fill it with water was big enough I could stick ice cubes from the ice cube maker in it, and and I know some of you guys are thinking, oh, well, hey, that would be great for the cool waters. It's even better for obnoxious little brothers. Let me put it that way. And there was one of them who needed to suffer. Okay. Oh, I know 911. I also wanted a fortune cookie. Okay, yeah, and Kai Sobek, you missed your fortune out. Let me go back and see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Okay, completely unrelated to. Oh god, completely unrelated to the spray bottle. You got somewhere to send fan mail? let me get with you on that. Eventually, I'm going to get a PO box, but I want to get incorporated first because that's like $60 twice a year, at least for the local post office. So I got when we can actually get one for the Kemetic reform, I will do that. But in the meantime, we'll find a way to message. Like I said, I've got to get Discord on my other phone so I can catch up with messages and stuff.
Right now, she's in a state of discord.
Get your hand on a copy. Yes, the pyramid texts. Yeah, the pyramid texts are kind of like everything else that evolved from Egyptian ritual stuff. It started from there, and so if you read that, that's going to give you a really great reference for a lot of things that we do with offerings and the opening of the mouth ritual and a whole bunch of stuff. So that I second what you're saying there. Oh yeah, and it's published by this. I know which copy you've got. The interesting is Society of Biblical Literature, because that's the copy of the pyramid text, the translation that was done in I think 2005 by James Allen, and that's the one that I use because the older translations by Raymond Faulkner, which is a little hard to find nowadays because it was published a ways back and they haven't republished it, so I think it's out of print. But yeah.
But the one that's published in 05 has more. It has more modern academic research.
Well, Faulkner's no. You got to understand. Raymond O. Faulkner was a prolific Egyptologist, and a lot of the stuff that you can get a hold of now, he did. There's still nobody else has done a translation of the coffin texts that's available. That supersedes his in English. And for a while, Barnes and Noble was selling a copy of the Book of the Dead that was his translation. It still stands. It's my only complaint with the translation that they have now for the pyramid texts is that he did things like, Wepwawet, he renders as paths parter. Ra, he refers to as son, in a lot of cases. He translates some of the names, and I don't know if that's because the Society for Biblical Literature was, involved in this, or he just decided to do that. I don't know. But you kind of have to go in and make note of that sometimes with some of the names. It's like, oh yeah, he's actually referring to Wepawet, but for whatever reason. But once you get through that, it's really handy, and that's the version that I use. So you got me started. Turner text by James P. Allen, second edition. Okay, so that must yeah. I can figure this. Thank God. Yeah. By the way, something that I did get a hold of very recently, and I'm going to be working on that for a project myself, but a translation of the Book of Amduat. It's actually Eric Hornung's translation. That's a German scholar, but then that was translated into English, and it was about $100 for it. But it goes through and it does you have hieroglyphs, then the transliteration, and then the actual translation of the text. So I'm going to be taking my time and working on that one because I have a project in mind for it, but I'm not even going to start on that till next year because I'm still working on a lot of other stuff. Including this month's how-to guide. I'm editing on that right now.
Yep, it's going to be awesome.
Hopefully not nearly like next month's, but I have to find a way to destroy a book in a spectacular manner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we stayed up late one night talking about this, trying to figure out how to make it work. So
we stayed up so late it was early.
Yeah. So I'm open to suggestions. Because fireworks won't be on sale until a month after we'll need them, unfortunately. So, in the meantime, As for how to get in touch with me, again, if you're on Discord and can message me, you can message me on Etsy. If you use Etsy and you find my store, or on Facebook, and those that have tried to like requested to get on the Facebook group, I'll go and check for you so I can put you in there, and then you can message me, and as I can, because some last few days it's just been a case of I don't have the bandwidth anymore. I have to put this down, so just bear with me. But I'll look for you and get you. We'll get in touch. So, I end up getting lots of cookie crumbs on my service book on this page, but that's how it goes. So, yes, and if anybody's got any other prayer requests or divination requests, I think there was somebody who asked for one. Did I miss? Let me double check. Okay, I got some Veronica. 91119. Okay. Okay, real quick. I knew there was somebody else, so if you're still tuned in, 91119. First, it should be 91119. Let's see. And here says, blessed is he who makes his companions laugh. Of course, he or she, whichever you prefer. But blessed is the one who makes their companions laugh. So there you go. And if I missed anyone else, just put in a message, and before we go, we'll make sure we get you. So. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Kepri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure. This is the name of Atum. Foremost of the great Enid endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shinit in Yunu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Aset in Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures, likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Horus, O Hathor. You have come in peace, O Unechidu. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Unechidu, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I realize we ran about an hour 20 minutes, but yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, this is very appropriate. But blessed to see you can make his friends laugh. So I'm putting on a comedy show tonight. Where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah, because Darren and I have done stand up before. Okay, and and the Laughing Fairy. You just don't know. I think I missed most of it. Are you tuning in for the first time, or did you just come in this time? And if you had tell you what, laughing, if you had a prayer request or something. Oh yeah. Okay, the Laughing Pharaohs. Our friend is a Lulu.
We're probably somewhere kind of related.
Yeah. Well, actually, I do remember you have family that's originally up from around Quebec, Canada. So
I bet you somewhere.
You have folks who are related to Darren's late stepdad. So okay, let's do it again. 10 Eastern every Friday. Oh, that's cool. Continue on after that in the Discord. I'm gonna get with you guys on that eventually. I just a lot of times right after service I have to make sure that we get fed and kind of come down a little bit, and every now and then I actually get enough creative vibes to sit down and write. But I know you guys don't you also do like a study on Saturdays or on Sundays? Because that's also I will talk that up as well. And by the way, thank you Oracle for sharing the Discord link. And Kai Sobek, I think you had I was thinking about writing your own book. Take your time. It's a big project. You had asked what your fortune was because you had missed. Linktree Master Link. Doing one Sunday morning. What time roughly? And by the way, Kai, I think where was your fortune? Let's see. Yeah, Kai, yours was don't pass up a once in a lifetime offer. Okay, but but I can get you a Linktree master link. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, but I think 11 Eastern time. That's right, because Mary Raw, you're in England if I remember right. So your time is it's or am I thinking of somebody else? Because 11 Eastern, that would still be in the morning, but actually that would be 10 o'clock our time. But yeah, lots of good things. And you okay? So 9/11 went up. I stream trolling on Twitch. Wait a minute. So you're saying you stream you stream a comedy show on Twitch? If so, we need to talk to you about that. And Mary Draw, I know you're from Virginia. Okay, there's someone else who was from England that I was thinking of, but it's very very late for them, But Virginia, that's much closer. So 11 Eastern, that'd be 10 o'clock our time, and so I'll just have to. I hate the fact that YouTube doesn't have the messages anymore. Used to, you could like private message someone on YouTube, but they did away with that, and then they put it through like Google stuff, and then I don't even know what they're doing anymore. But no, Mary Dra, I was confusing you with someone else who was from England. But oh goodness. But, okay. Well, guys, I don't want to keep everyone too late because we all have other places to go. But I thank you so much for spending some of your evening with us, and we hope you've all had a good time. And I'm grateful that everyone is able to connect, and we've got so many fun things going elsewhere, and that's just wonderful. So. I hope everyone has a good weekend and a good week following. And oh goodness, and I'm a PNW. I don't know what that is, but we will catch up and we will figure all that out. In the meantime, love you guys.
See you next week, folks. Love you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and you know what? Yeah, keep chatting. Maybe it's a good thing that this is still going because y'all can keep chatting. And Stormy, we're glad you're able to join us. And
please do keep
up. And for those of you that are having issues like with Discord, there are other folks that you can get together with, and hopefully they can help you out.
And Stormy was the individual I need to speak to. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to look for your request to join on the Facebook group, and we'll try and get in touch with you through that. All right. Much love. Good night, guys.